Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do another BYOP. I've been recently wanting to reach for my single eyeshadows a bit more, and since we are in summer finally, I want to build a little bit of a side palette just to reach for some more shades over summer and over like the next coming months. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to build a palette and I'm going to fill this palette up right here. But before jumping into the shadows and building my palette, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's jump into the video. Okay, so here is our first palette, and I feel like I want to pull out some of these shades right here. I want to pull in some like all my newer shades, just to reach for them. I'm not quite sure what color story I'm going to go for yet, but I want to do probably some more kind of like easy neutral shades, because those are the type of shades that I love reaching for in summer. But let me pull out some things to use. I think this one can come in as like a nice inner corner highlight. Sweetie Sunbeam. I think that's it from this one right here. Something like that for the first row. Anything else from this palette? I do like these peachy tones. Do I want to put in a matte maybe? I think that's it from this palette too. I'm happy with those shades. So this one right here is obviously more of a cool tone palette. It's nothing that I want to pull out right now. I want to stick with these more like warmer tones, summery shades, so this one can be put away. Okay, fun. Do I want to put in some pops of blue perhaps into this palette? Maybe like one of these two, like a pop of blue. Maybe I want to do a pop of blue in the bottom row. Because I do love blues in summer too. Maybe something like that. Okay, I'm gonna wait with the last shade for now. I'm happy with those two, but I'm not sure what I want to pull out, if I want to pull something from this palette or leave it to something else. So I'm gonna wait and stick with these two shades for now from this palette. Okay, here we have some more brighter shades. The pink I'm gonna kind of skip because I did pull in a lot of those pinks in my Valentine's palette, which I did a couple months ago. Maybe I want to pull in one of these shades though. Yeah, I think I want to pull that one in. That looks nice. I don't have too much room left in this palette, so I'm thinking what I want to do for the last couple shades. I think maybe something from bottom row here. I don't have too many mattes in this palette, only the one. But maybe I want to stick with mostly shimmers, because I also have my Panda palette. Maybe that one. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop from this palette right here and see what I want to put in for that last shade. And you get some greens here. Greens I normally think of more for autumn, but this one, whoops, this one for a reason pulling me in. Orion. That's quite nice. We want to stick with another blue maybe. That's hard. Let's just check the last palette if there's anything I wanted from this palette. I don't think there was, but yeah, this is more like pinks and purples, which I don't really feel like is very summery to me. So I'm not going to pick anything from this palette. I just want to go back to the blue palette a little bit quickly because I can't decide if I want to pull in that green or if I want to stick with a pure blue row for the bottom. I think I looked at this one earlier. It's hard. Because I feel like the green is throwing it off a bit. This is more of a green with a blue shift. Maybe that will work better. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with that one and put this green back for now. It's a beautiful shade, but it's throwing off the color story. Then for the side here we can fit 3 more shades, and those are Cliona eyeshadows. Here we have some iridescent shades, which I didn't really put in any iridescence, but I do have that in the corner highlight, which I think is fine. So I'm gonna not pick anything from this palette this time around. Maybe I can pick up one of the Cliona iridescence instead, if I want another in the corner highlight. Maybe this shade, which is Halo. I think that one could work quite nicely. Potentially. Then I already know for a fact that I want to pull out the shade right here. Because I've been dying to reach for this one. It's Goblet. Yeah, it is. This was a beautiful shade, and I think that will go really nicely with the color story right here. So I'm going to pull that one in for the second to last shade. And I think this palette here is done. We have this palette right here. And I guess we want to pull in a blue for this spot if I can't figure out anything else to pull in. But I think I know which shade I want to go for. And this is the shade right here that I wanted to go for. This is the shade Crown Jewel, which I think is a perfect sky blue shade. Or like, I don't know, it reminds me of the sky and the ocean and everything, and I think that's perfect for this palette. And I think there we have it. This is my little summer companion palette. It's the shade throwing it off. I can't decide. Maybe if I switch them around. Yeah, I mean, I think that's better. Maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with this palette. I'm really happy with it. I'm happy with what it looks like. yeah, I think I'm gonna be good with this. It's gonna be a good companion palette. I have one matte if I want to play with like a bit more of a peachy tone. I have two unicorn highlights, and I have loads of beautiful shimmers that I can reach for. So yes, I'm happy with this palette. The only thing that remains is to swatch it out. So there we have it. There's my BYOP for this summer season. I'm really happy with these shades. Mainly again shimmers, but I like going for like very light creases and shimmery eye looks in summer. So I think this palette is going to be the best companion palette, and I love these tones. I love the pops of blues, and I like the warmer tones and a more neutral on top. So yeah, that is going to be it for today, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye guys!